All right, X factors here. So we're talking a little bit. You talked Pete. Is there more?
Yeah, that was mine for offensively. So on the other side of things, Cade Horton.
I like it. Yeah.
On the, if you want to call it pitching defensive side, he's young. This will be his first playoffs. I also think he's someone who rises to the occasion and loves these big moments.
College World Series, yeah.
Yes, he has proven to us after each start, whether he's going up against Paul Skeens, I will always look back, as I think he will too, the Houston start, where he struggled, but he learned a lot. Like Craig Counsell has said, this will help him in the playoffs. I think it was Counsell who pointed out right away after that start, you know what? We talked about it. This is going to be like a postseason environment. That's what he just pitched in. So I'm he went through it, he learned from it, and now he used that moving forward. I think you need that as a young player, so that's why I don't even see the Houston outing as a bad thing.
Yeah, I agree.
If you learn from it, great, and then you'll get an opportunity moving forward to really prove what you learned in that scenario. And I think he's really done that since, because he's been really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go a little off the radar. I think I'm gonna go 2 X factors.
Are you going a bench guy or something? Where
No. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I think Mike Soroka is
fascinating.
To me, because I almost think of the X factor. I totally agree. If Pete plays well, Cade plays well. This team's in a really good spot. I just think. This whole trajectory of Soroka going down with injury and now coming back, and he's back to 95. He sat 95 the other day when he debuted for the Cubs specifically post deadline here. I think he's a fascinating piece where you could use him in a 2 to 3 inning spurt. You could also use him in a leverage spot versus either handed as a hitter because of how that curveball slider thing works for him. He's fascinating, and I think he's kind of like the trump card that Counsell could throw on the puzzle of trying to get cover 27 innings, so to speak, in a 3-game set. And use him for 2 or 3.
27 outs that he always talks about. How do you
exactly? Yeah. So I'm fascinated in how he's used and the impact he has, because I think he's a guy that maybe teams don't have full report on. They haven't seen a lot of. He hasn't pitched with the Cubs. Maybe they play around with some usage elements of him, and it's he becomes a leverage guy. He's the guy that spells Cade after 5 or 6 innings and throws 1 2/3 completely clean, and it's now you could go to Kittredge, Palencia, and a lefty and match up perfectly. The other angle is the player that is just incredibly underrated here. Nico Horner in the postseason to me is kind of a fascinating player.
For this.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's I think to some extent, I know the whole angle of barrel the ball and you win games in the postseason. Boo talks about this. But Cliff mentions this as well a lot. I think the thing that wins games in the postseason is probably multi-run homers more than solo shots.
Sure.
And if you have Horner getting on base as often as he's getting on, putting the ball in play, runners in scoring position, I know it's not total data nerd from me to accept the guy who's the high batting average type, but he to me is a really fun piece of this team that I don't think we've talked about enough given how good he's been. And if he's a 320 hitter in the postseason, and although it's not barrels and doubles, etc., I just want him on base because he gets on base, you put the pressure on P, you put the pressure on Tuck and Seiya to barrel the ball and give me a 2-run home run, 3-run home run in the 6th or 7th inning to win a game.
And if he's doing that, then he's setting guys up to be in the position that they're slotted to be in. Meaning, if he's the on-base guy and he gets on base, and then if you have a Tucker, however the lineup is behind him, Pete, those guys want to be in the RBI situation, so then they're naturally in that spot where it's okay, here's my moment. And that's how then you can have each guy kind of falling into their role, which when we saw this offense really rolling, it felt like he was doing his job, on any given day it can be anyone because you're just setting guys up for success because everyone wasn't trying to be a hero. I do think in the postseason you need the stars to step up. I kind of see just Nico as a really important part of this team that it's not mentioning Dansby Swanson. Dansby's going to have to play well for this team to do well, so that's kind of why I think I feel
you
like
just assume he's gonna be good almost. You're oh, I know he's gonna hit 300.
And so it's Nico will be good. He's gonna need to be good. That middle of the diamond, that's the Cubs have had that on lock, and it's been fun to watch. So
awesome.